Bank Stadium. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he'll get this one up to the 26. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Bortles to throw on second down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up.
Oh, wide open, complete. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. T.J. Yeldon, 67 yards. And the Jags have taken the early lead. Josh Lambo now for the point after. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And it's now a 7-0 game. Here's Lambo out to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now Flacco and the Raven offense come up 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. From the gun, Flacco. And he gets this one to Michael Crabtree. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. 1st and 10, and Flacco looking to throw. Allen has it. Left. Side. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Jackson. Buying time to his left. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another 1st down. Now it's Jackson. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll make it 2nd down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
To throw again is Jackson. Throw left side complete. It's Allen. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives them a new set of downs. Jackson now. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. Drops it underneath for Collins. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. And Jackson throwing once more. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Michael Crabtree, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Bortles now on 1st down. Going deep for Moncrief. It got his man complete. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. Throwing on 1st down is Bortles. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. Working from the gun, it's Bortles. And he fires one incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Bortles in the offense remains put on the field. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Bortles. And a fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
After the interception, here's Jackson throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Nick Boyle that time, and it's 2nd down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. On 3rd down, Jackson able to find John Brown. That's good for a Raven 1st down, 15 yards there.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completion.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
They'll run it here. This is Buck Allen. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Detroit! Detroit!
Third and 2. Here's Jackson. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Third catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down. On the toss, here's Allen. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Jackson. Crabtree with it over the middle. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. They knew they had the free play after the penalty. They get great yardage so they can decline that penalty.
And one of the things we've seen develop more and more in recent years are teams seeing that penalty occur and still taking the big shot downfield and hoping to gain the yardage as we just saw there.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Buck Allen from 21 yards away. And the Ravens are in for 6. Tucker now to add the point after. No, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there. And this will stay a 6-point ball game. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Jaguars getting set to go. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. On first down, Bortles. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Well, taking a glance across the NFL through 2 weeks of the season, you've got quite a few teams that are winless, which obviously makes sense 2 weeks in, but the John Gruden era not off to the best start there at 0-2, Charles.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, Brandon. I mean, the Raiders, I believe this is the 15th time in franchise history they've started 0-2. None of the previous 14 times have they started 0-2 and made the playoffs. So the John Gruden era, not off to the start they're looking for, but I do think they're going to improve during the year. I wouldn't rule them out just yet. They might make a little bit of history with their franchise. I think the Steelers and the Browns at 0-1-1, it's an odd record, but the Browns actually feel halfway decent about it if they can fix their kicking. The Steelers, utterly disappointed they're 0-1-1.
Yeah, but the Browns, you're right, they could very easily be 2-0 right now. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Again, they'll throw with Bortles. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
Lucy. Hey, hold it. Hey, Benny,
From midfield, here's Bortles. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Cole. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. From the gun on third down, Bortles. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete.
Lucy. 380. Lucy. 380. 372. Hey, 5-0.
Bortles to throw for it on fourth down. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Jags come up empty on fourth down. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. Well, we got a second here after that incompletion. Let's have a little fun. I know you saw Ryan Fitzpatrick's get up in the postgame press conference after week 2.
And we're not talking about the beard this time.
No, well, that was part of the ensemble.
We're talking about the trappings, aren't we?
How about that, Alfred? Those were Deshaun Jackson's clothes, is that right?
That's my understanding. Clothes, jewelry, shades, the whole deal. He came out and paid homage to his guy who got him a 75-yard touchdown pass in the game.
And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Malik Jackson able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of a yard. On second down, Jackson. Crabtree has it. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Throw left side complete. That's Allen. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Give him 8 on the play, and it's a second down. Now Jackson on second down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll go down at the 28. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Raven passing game getting in sync, another first down. Now it's Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
The way he's been slinging it in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that third, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Jackson to throw again. And a stop with now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. The Ravens on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Detroit!
Now Allen. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. They come out here in the eye. On 1st and goal, Collins. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Alex Collins in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens will extend their lead. Tucker now for the extra point. And oh, he clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. He's going to float this one deep right side. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. So we're at halftime here in the Inner Harbor with the hometown Ravens on top. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. The drive starts with a run by Collins, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right, you look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. The Ravens on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. From the gun, Jackson. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. And an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Dancing to his left. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop it. Now Jackson on first down. And the Jags get to him as down he goes.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Now on fourth down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Here's Sam Cook now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. A throw left side complete to his receiver, Westbrook. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
73, 73. 372. 372. 372.
On second down, here's Bortles. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Dante Moncrief that time. And it's 3rd and short.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Bortles. It's complete to Graham. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Lucy. 380.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Cole. A gain of 39 that time.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Bortles now on 1st down. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's brought down. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in...
And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Blake Bortles, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jaguars are back within a score.
Instead of having to play follow the leader there, the leader led.
I like that. And he likes that, doesn't he? 1st and goal, let me do the job.
Because you know when he falls into the end zone after falling behind those big guys who pushed up front, that's a pretty good celebration, isn't it?
Gives him a little street cred in the locker room, too, doesn't it?
Street cred, and then when they go out to dinner afterwards, he's still picking up the check.
Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Detroit! Detroit!
From the gun, it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. Crabtree, the intended receiver.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Hey, let's go. Trip left, trip left.
Here's a carry for a former starter. This is T.J. Yeldon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. Bortles to throw on second down. Left side complete. Safarian Jenkins. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Working from the gun, it's Bortles. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Looks like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Throw left side complete. That's Cole. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17.
Here we go.
Fournette, a first down carry. They'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Now Bortles throwing on second down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Third and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
Back to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
And down by 5. They've got to go for it here on fourth down. He's back to throw. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. And that makes him now 0 for 3 on fourth down attempts.
A lot of people would say they're showing a lot of guts going for it this many times on fourth down. I think they'd have to start thinking with their head a little bit more than with their gut and their emotions because it's not working for them. They've got to figure out what's been going wrong.
Green, 39! Leopard, green, 39! No, check!
The drive starts with a run by Allen. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
All right, now look at 56.
On second down, Collins. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And now the Jags going to signal for another timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. On first, they go right back to Collins. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And with the play clock getting closer to 0, John Harbaugh is going to call a timeout. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. They pitch it out to Collins. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. It's a 7-yard pickup. They'll be looking now to 3rd and 6. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. They got the ball to the outer third of the field, but they could not seal that edge and lost yardage.
And I love how you brought that up because sealing the edge is often a function of the offensive tackle on the line of scrimmage, oftentimes a tight end, maybe your H-back, someone to set the edge at the line of scrimmage to give them a spot